Hello students, welcome to today's lecture. In the last class, we had an introduction about the course, especially about the first unit, partial differential equations. As far as this unit is concerned, there are two major topics. One is formation of a partial differential equation and another is solution of partial differential equations. So let us start from the first one, how to form a partial differential equation. In that, again, we have two methods, either by eliminating arbitrary constants or by eliminating arbitrary functions. So first let us see how to form a PDE by eliminating arbitrary constants. In the first method, we are going to see the formation of partial differential equation by eliminating arbitrary constants. Let us see the procedure for it. When you have an equation given as a function of x, y, z and two arbitrary constants a, b equal to 0, first thing, differentiate the given equation partially with respect to x and then with respect to y. You will have another two more equations. Use the given equation and the two equations what you get now and eliminate the constants a and b. Now let us start with a very simple problem. Consider this one. Form the partial differential equation by eliminating a and b from z equal to a into x plus y plus b. So consider this given equation and mark the equation as 1. Now the first one, differentiate this given equation partially with respect to x. Now why do we have to do this? Because when we are forming partial differential equation, we need partial derivatives. Because any equation involved with partial derivatives is called a partial differential equations. So our aim is now to introduce partial derivatives in the equation. That is why we are doing this. So when we differentiate partially with respect to x, what we get? Dou z by dou x, and in the first class we have already seen it has got a notation p. So with respect to x, when we differentiate, we get a, because z equal to ax plus ay plus b. So with respect to x, when we differentiate, we get a. Similarly, now differentiate with respect to y. With respect to y, again we get dou z by dou y, that notation is q, is also a. So now look at these two equations. What do you observe? Both p as well as q, the value is a. So we can conclude p equal to q. Now look at this equation, p equal to q. Is it not a partial differential equation? Because, yeah, p and q are partial derivatives. So this is the required PDE. Next, let us see another problem. Form the PDE from z equal to x squared plus a squared into y squared plus b squared. So first let us consider the given equation. And what is the first step? We need to differentiate the given equation partially with respect to x. Students, remember, when we are doing differentiation partially with respect to one variable, we need to keep or consider all the other variables as constant. So in this context, when you are differentiating with respect to x, please remember that you are keeping y as a constant. So we get dou z by dou x, which is p, is equal to the first term. When we differentiate, what we get? 2x into another term, we have y squared plus b squared, but which is a constant. So we have p equal to 2x into y squared plus b squared. From this, we receive an equation y squared plus b squared as p by 2x. Now this is with respect to x. Next, we shall do the same process with respect to y. That is, differentiate the given equation with respect to y. We get q We know what is q, that is dou z by dou y, that is equal to, now keeping x as constant, you concentrate on y. So when we differentiate the second term, we get 2y. And the first term x squared plus a squared is going to be a constant. So we receive like this. So from here again we get an equation x squared plus a squared equal to q by 2y. Now what is the idea you get? Because finally we need to create a partial differential equation, but we should not have any constant in that. So if we substitute these two values in the given equation, we get z equal to x squared plus a squared. In the place of that, we can put q by 2y into y squared plus b squared. In that place, we can put p by 2x. So we have an equation. Now look at this equation. It has partial derivatives p and q, and it does not have the constants a and b. That is, we have eliminated the constants. So we have just taking an LCM and moving to the other side, PQ equal to 4xyz, which is the required PDE. Next, we have the problem forming PDE from z equal to a into x power n plus b into y power n. So consider the given equation. As usual, what is our first step? Differentiating 1 with respect to x, we get dou z by dou x, which is p, is equal to a into x power n. When we differentiate, what we get? N into x power n minus 1. Plus, of course, the second term with respect to yb into y power n we are having. So that is going to be a constant. So when we differentiate, it's going to be 0. So from here, you can have a into x power n as px by n. Just a simple equation you can observe. Now we'll move on to differentiate with respect to y. So with respect to y, when we do, what we get? Dou z by dou y, which is actually q, is equal to, the first term here ax power n is going to be a constant now. So that's going to be 0. Next term with respect to y, when we differentiate, we get b into y power n. When we differentiate, we get n into y power n minus 1. So again, from here, we can have b into y power n, a very simple equation, which is equal to qy by n. Now, what is the idea you get? The first step, we have a value for a into x power n. In the second step, we have a value for b into y power n. Can't we just substitute these two in the given equation? Yeah. So when we do that, what we receive? Z equal to, in the place of ax power n, we can put px by n, plus in the place of by power n, we can substitute qy by n. Now look at this equation. Only two things we are concentrating on. One, removing the constants, and another is introducing the partial derivatives. I think both the jobs are done here. It is a partial differential equation because of the partial derivatives p and q involved in the equation, and ultimately we have also removed the constants. So just taking this n to the other side, we have nz equal to px plus qy, which is the required PDE. We shall do one more problem of similar type. So consider this one. Form a PDE by eliminating a and b from x minus a the whole squared plus y minus b the whole squared equal to z squared cot squared alpha. So again, what is our first step? Differentiating partially with respect to x. We get 2 into x minus a plus the next term actually is having y. So when we differentiate with respect to x, we get 0. So the left side is going to be just 2 into x minus a equal to, coming to the right side, z squared cot squared alpha we have. So when we differentiate that with respect to x, First, z squared when we differentiate, what do we get? 2z into z when we differentiate, we get dou z by dou x. So that is going to be p into cot squared alpha. Cot squared alpha is going to be a constant. So we can just write that, which is equal to, or which implies x minus a equal to zp cot squared alpha. Next, with respect to y when we differentiate, what we get? Yeah, 2 into y minus b, which is equal to, again, z squared when we differentiate 2z into z when we differentiate with respect to y, we get dou z by dou y. That is what is actually q sitting there. Into cot squared alpha is just a constant. So from here we get y minus b equal to zq cot squared alpha. So from these two equations, what we should do? Yeah, when we substitute these two in the given equation, we can get, in the place of x minus a, if you put z into p cot squared alpha, but there we have x minus a whole squared. So when we square this, we get z squared p squared cot power 4 alpha plus the next y minus b square. So when you square this, you get z squared q squared cot power 4 alpha, which is equal to, right side we have z squared cot squared alpha. So again, look at this equation. We have z squared common throughout, as well as cot squared alpha also common throughout. So when we take those two terms as common factors and just simplify, we get p squared plus q squared equal to 1 by cot squared alpha, which is actually tan squared alpha. So look at this equation again. Now the arbitrary constants a and b has got removed and the partial derivatives have got inserted. So this is a partial differential equation. Next, we will see a few problems where the equation will not be given explicitly, but instead a clue will be given for the equation for which we need to form the PDE. So look at this problem. Find the partial differential equation of all planes passing through origin. So here the equation is not given as we had seen in the previous problems, but instead a clue is given. What is the clue? Yeah, it denotes planes passing through origin. So the general equation of a plane, we know it is ax plus by plus cz plus d equal to 0. But here we have an additional condition, that is the plane has to pass through origin. So what do we have? Yeah, if a plane passes through origin, then d has to be 0. So the equation becomes just ax plus by plus cz equal to 0. So mark this equation as 1, for which we need to form the PDE now. Now, as usual, you know the process. I think now you people are getting thorough in that. What is our first step? Differentiating partially with respect to x. We get a plus by when we differentiate is going to be 0 plus c into z when we differentiate dou z by dou x equal to 0. But dou z by dou x, we know it is p. So we have a plus cp equal to 0. From here we have a equal to minus cp. Yeah, the same process now we are going to repeat with respect to y. So when we differentiate the equation 1 with respect to y, we get the first term ax is going to be a constant, so it's 0. Second, by when we differentiate, we get b plus c into z when we differentiate, we get dou z by dou y equal to 0. So we know dou z by dou y is q. So the equation is b plus c into q equal to 0. From here we get b equal to minus c into q. So what is the idea you people get now? We can substitute these values of a and b in equation 1. When we do that, we observe a into x. So in the place of a, when I put minus cp, so I get minus cpx plus by. In the place of b, when we put minus eq, we get minus eq into y plus cz equal to 0. So look at this equation. C is common, so we can take C out common, and right side when we take that, 0 by C is going to be 0, and the equation simply becomes Z equal to Px plus Qy. Look at this equation, does not have the constants, so we have removed all the arbitrary constants, and it is a partial differential equation because it has the partial derivatives P and Q. Now let us see one more problem of a similar kind where the equation is not given explicitly but just a clue given. So look at this problem. Find the PDE of the family of spheres having their centers on the line x equal to y equal to z. Do you remember equation of a sphere? Especially when a center is given? Yeah, x minus a whole squared plus y minus b squared plus z minus c whole squared equal to r square. But here specifically the center is on the line x equal to y equal to z. So we need to take the center as a, and that is why the equation is like this. Now we shall proceed as usual to find the partial differential equation. So let us differentiate the equation partially with respect to x. We get 2 into x minus a plus second term is having y, so it is going to be 0, plus 2 into z minus a into dou z by dou x, which is actually p, which is equal to r squared. When we differentiate, it's going to be 0. So from this equation, we can simplify as a equal to x plus z into p divided by 1 plus p. So just when you multiply these terms and bring a to one side, you will simply get this solution. Moving on to differentiate partially with respect to y, we get 2 into y minus a plus 2 into z minus a into dou z by dou y, which is actually q equal to 0. Again from here we can get a similar value for the same a. So simplify this equation, you will get a as y plus z into q divided by 1 plus q. So mark this equation as 2. Now when you observe the equations 1 and 2, what is the idea you get? We need to remove the constant and we need to insert partial derivatives. So obviously both are same value of a. So the equation is x plus z into p by 1 plus p is equal to y plus zq divided by 1 plus q. And when we look at this equation, there are no constants and we have partial derivatives. Hence, this is the required PDE. So next students, just try these two problems because only practice makes mathematical skills more stronger. So in this lecture, we have seen how to form a PDE by eliminating arbitrary constants. And in the next lecture, we will be seeing how to form the PDE by eliminating functions. Thank you.